Hey there. Do you want to know how AI can really maximize your workday? Today, we're going to talk about M365 Copilot. We're going to talk about Copilot Chat. We're also going to hit on Copilot Studio. So join us as we explore productivity for your day. Hey, everybody. I'm Kristen Fehrenbach, the Senior Director of Microsoft Go-to-Market here at PAX8. Thanks so much for joining us. Do know on TU, we talk all things AI, modern work, Azure, business applications, of course, cybersecurity. So thank you for tuning in. But I want to make sure that you also know, first and foremost, we're not the only show. I do appreciate you being here, but I've got some really great friends out on the game. You've got Matt Lee, Dom Kirby. You also have Academy Live. You got Rex, Bessie, the whole crew. So please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because you don't want to miss out on any of the content that we have coming your way. So this week, we've got a first-time guest. I am super, super excited to bring him on. So Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kristen. Hello.
Hi. So tell us who you are and what you do here at PAX8.
Oh, man. Well, my name is Mike Nichols. I'm the director of global go-to-market for Copilot. Been at the organization for almost 7 years, but very, very excited to help grow our Copilot business.
I am super excited to have you today because Copilot takes on a big, big role here. You got to come to Ignite. Was that like your first day in role?
Let's say second, but yeah, some would call it trial by
Ready.
fire.
Yeah, we just threw you right in. So I do like to start the show with maybe a fun fact because I want them to feel like they actually get to know you along the way too.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, outside of having probably four different nicknames here at PAX 8, one of the most unique things about me is when I eat too much, I sneeze 3 times. So if you ever cook me a meal, Kristen, you'll be able to know if I've liked it or not.
Three, specifically three.
Uh, four if it's really filling. But yes, three is
Great.
the magic
Okay.
number.
So
Yeah.
the goal's five. Got it. We got to shoot high, right?
There we go.
Oh my God. Well, I love it. I'm super excited to have you joining the Microsoft ecosystem within PAX8 because you bring just a wealth of knowledge from being at PAX8 for so long. And Copilot's really that like fun, unique new tool that everybody's talking about. So I want to just kind of start with the productivity functionality in M365 Copilot. So, can you tell me a little bit? We heard at Ignite about actions, pages, and how they can enhance productivity.
100%. Yeah. I mean, M365 Copilot at its core is really there to be your personal AI assistant, help increasing productivity throughout all different roles and responsibilities and functions at a business. At Ignite, it was super exciting to be there, right? Because they rolled out some new features such as pages and actions, as well as SharePoint agents. Just to kind of dig into those three, SharePoint agents I find very helpful even in my day to day, right? Helping to save time combing through resources, as well as documents, just to find something as quickly and efficiently as possible. With pages, they're really designed to help with collaboration. So if you work on a team, like all of us do, right? It provides dynamic canvas for a multi-layer AI collaboration. And then actions is probably one of the ones I love the most. It really helps automate routine tasks. So, for example, if I want to receive a summary of some of the most important actions of my week, or ensuring that I'm giving you a recap, Kristen, of some of the most important things that came out of Copilot for the week as well, or the Copilot business. Actions is a great way to automate that and remind me to do so. So it really can help shape and mold real business needs.
It's so funny because throughout the organization, right, we're all licensed with M365 Copilot, which is awesome. Um, It's a little awkward to start using. I don't know. Like let's just call it out. Like maybe I was just really terrible at it at first. That's fine. But like the more that I've used it, like I've been able to pull in different features. So one that I've been using more that probably should have been using in the beginning. Dom Kirby's going to kill me when he hears it, but is Loop. And so like I can take Loop and it like I can edit things in Teams and it pulls directly to an email. It's all live time, so it's like editing a live document. So like I see how the M365 licenses really help with that productivity, but why is it important that we keep those licenses? I know that a lot of people are coming up to NC renewal, right? And that's a big time for a lot of partners, a lot of customers. Hopefully, partners are always having these conversations, but at very least, they're going into this NCE tracker, they get to see what's upcoming. Why is it important that they renew these to keep these benefits?
It's a great question, Kristen, and a great point. As you just alluded to, right? New benefits are being discovered each and every time someone's using Copilot. So think about, a user who may have just been one of the introductory users, right, for Copilot within the business. They found something, a tip or trick, right, that could apply to a different function of the business. So if I'm, for example, sales and marketing, I'm utilizing Copilot much differently than potentially a legal department, right? Or HR. When it comes to renewals, right, you don't want to ruin someone's but you don't want to ruin someone's momentum, right? Practice makes perfect. And that philosophy applies, right, when it comes to adoption of a new solution such as Copilot. So I would really encourage, right, to ensure that it's not only just renewing M365 licenses as they exist today, but really having those conversations about expanding the reach within those businesses as well. Who else could benefit from this
Yeah.
license?
And I think that's great because I had the license, right? And like I was using it, but I don't think I was really tapping into the full. Let's be honest, I'm probably still not. I'm really trying though, Mike. But I think that the more that you use these tools, the more benefits that it will unlock in time. And I think you have to learn how to talk to it, right? Because keep me honest here and tell me about you. But when I was first started using it, I was like, find this document. And that was really it. But now I'm asking it these prompts that are like 3 sentences long. I'm like, look at this SharePoint, cross reference this document, do this. And it's giving me so much more out of it. Do you find the same?
I couldn't agree more, right? And it's what they call the art of prompting. It's asking the right questions with the right context that'll provide the output that you're looking for. But again, don't be discouraged if it doesn't work right the way you want it at first. You'll learn just as Copilot's learning to understand sort of your unique needs and asks. I'm not gonna lie, maybe I was a little too bossy at times. I had to really refine what I was asking, but the benefits are threefold. And I learn something new almost every single day as well. And, that's an important
I love it.
philosophy to adopt.
Awesome. No, that's great. So, okay, so I really find that the M365 Copilot, that's based in your own productivity, it ties into a lot of that. But there's been a lot of buzz. And so let's just talk about the elephant, right? Copilot Chat hit general availability, right? And I think we've gone through a couple different iterations of names. It gets a little confusing. So, can you just demystify and give me a rundown about Copilot Chat?
100%. Yeah. So in January, Microsoft rolled out M365 Copilot Chat. Really, it has three core functionalities: the chat aspect, which is free, secure AI chat, as well as the ability for agent utilization. So you can integrate agents into chat, whether it be pre-built or custom. And then, of course, IT controls, ensuring that there is, that data protection and agent management available as well.
I like it.
So,
Okay, but like the difference. Like, okay, so now you're telling me that this one's free, the other one isn't free. What's
yeah,
happening
so
here?
yeah, and, the nomenclature can be confusing, but one of the main difference here is, as you can see, right, the chat functionality, free, but it's really that, graphing into your personal, Microsoft M365 environment, right? So, what is included in M365 Copilot for Copilot Chat is a metered cost. So, there's a lot of obvious great free benefits, but some of the really important differentiators from this is really the access to what you would call the personal assistant that M365 Copilot provides. Now, with that being said, Copilot Chat is UA for AI. I'm going to repeat that, the UI for AI. This is a great way to start introducing the value Copilot has for businesses. So if you find someone reluctant, right, to begin utilizing Copilot or using other LLMs,
La, 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 la.
LOL, you know what I mean. It's a great way to change that behavior, right, and start to see that immediate value. It was a very, very, very exciting, announcement.
Man, I think that you bring up such a good point because look, DeepSeek came out, you've got ChatGPT, you've got Google, you've got all these different things, right? And I think about, okay, you've got access into Pax8 data. I've got access into Pax8 data. If I don't have a controlled way to be able to go in and access AI, who's to say that I'm not going to go into ChatGPT, upload my work document and say, format this in Excel and do XYZ? And then where is that data going? So you're saying that now that, Copilot's here, now I've got actually features and functionality to be able to protect the company.
100%, right, and it does start with data governance on the front end, ensuring, right, that user, and permissions are set up properly, but at the end of the day, if you're existing within the M365 environment, Copilot is really there to expand that value, and most importantly, save you time. I don't really like doing repetitive tasks. I get a little bored, I'm not gonna lie. This helps make, my day a lot more free, as well as you had mentioned, right? We're learning something new, every other time we utilize this. Now, you bring up a great point. ChatGPT been around for a while. Copilot Chat really is helping to change that behavior, right? So if I'm a user in a business reliant really on ChatGPT, introducing Copilot Chat to your customers is a great way to start changing that behavior. And then from there, with the metered consumption, you can start to see, okay, the investment is really there for them to upgrade into that M365 Copilot license. So driving the right behaviors, the right actions, ultimately to justify the client investment into M365 Copilot.
Okay, now you got me like really going here. So you've got the personal assistant functionality in M365 Copilot. So it can go through. I mean, I use it and I'm like, hey, look, we're in global roles. Like I wake up, Australia's blown up overnight. EMEA's been up for a while. Like there's stuff that happened, right? So I can go into Copilot and say, please give me everything that I've missed overnight and put it in by priority into a table for me. And so I love being able to do all that. That comes from the personal assistant functionality in Copilot. However, now I've got Copilot Chat, it's free. You can still use it in the web, all of those great things, Mike. Do these play together? How does, like, what am I doing here?
Great question. Um, Look, there's a lot of overlap, but at the end of the day, Copilot Chat is that entry point into M365 Copilot. Copilot Chat is the UI for AI. When it comes to playing together, yes, and in essence, right? But the main difference that I really want to drive this home, right, is Copilot Chat doesn't have access into your personal graph. So it's not like it can look through documents that you have with Word, with PowerPoint and Excel.
So, like, my
I know, like,
OneDrive is out.
yeah. But it has a ton of, web grounded aspects. Now, okay, let me rephrase. It's not out completely, but it's at a metered
Sure.
cost, right? So
God.
the the
Through
pricing,
agent.
yes. So the pricing can be a little bit gray, right? And that's where that M365 Copilot pricing model with that flat fee, either monthly annual or annual,
Sure.
provides a little bit more clarity. But that agent functionality that you just alluded to within Copilot Chat is a very, very exciting thing. Let's dive a little bit deeper into that as well. Um, I think I have video set up. So let's maybe just take a look at how we set up an agent, and then we can expand a little bit more about what this can mean for your business.
Let's do it.
Copilot agents can supercharge every business process and build capacity for every individual and team, scaling your impact like never before. Now, with Agent Builder and BizChat, we're bringing the power of agents to you, right in the flow of your work. And we made them incredibly easy to create. Say you want to build an agent for field service technicians, and you want this agent to have access to all your product knowledge and be able to give you step-by-step instructions in real time. You open Agent Builder and describe that you want it to be able to reason over your product catalog and repair tickets. It's built in seconds and ready to use. You can edit and configure it, expand its knowledge base by tapping into resources like SharePoint sites or other IT-approved data sources. You can even update its name or image to align with your company's branding. You can now test the agent or hit create and you're done. And of course, the agent respects your organization's Microsoft 365 and SharePoint security permissions. Now your Copilot agent is ready in BizChat and you can share it with your team.
I get really excited about this because, all right, so now you've got M365 Copilot. If somebody says, hey, I'm not really ready to invest, right? We've got the free version, but we can optimize the free version with agents. But that kind of gets us into like step 3, which is Copilot Studio, right? And so a lot of that's built within. So give me just a quick rundown. I want to make sure that like I'm following along here, Mike.
You're doing great, Kristen. Yeah. So to your point, Copilot Chat does have that agent functionality, but Copilot Studios really allows business to unlock the functionality and power of agents. This is both, it has a lot of components, but some key features I really want to highlight are you can build and customize agents, you can deploy and manage, and you can also secure and govern. Agents can take a broad term, right? However, they can be both pre-built. So there's, a ton of pre-built agents already available within Microsoft Copilot Studios. But also you can customize them, right? So if I have a specific business process that I'm looking to really enhance and increase productivity, I could customize an agent for that business process flow.
Okay. All right. So now, like, I'm thinking about it from a partner lens, right? So now, as a partner, when I'm having these conversations with my end customer, I can say, like, what process do you hate? Right? Like, what's repetitive? What's going on their day to day? And so you're telling me that now these agents are going to allow for the functionality for us as partners to really be those business advisors, and they can kind of custom create these tools in theory?
Yeah, exactly. So imagine, I'm in sales and marketing, and every day I'm doing client facing conversations. Build an agent to connect into your CRM, right? Hey, instead of me digging through this client profile, right, looking at my last meeting notes, simply typed in the prompt and I'll give you a summary. That way, Krista, next time I'm on a call with you, I can comb through the tons of notes I probably have to ensure that I'm picking up right where we just left off.
Okay, so I can see where this would be super helpful. And so that's really neat because I mean, I think it's showing the value of the graph data through agents. And then I think that people are going to get a taste of it and say, wow, okay, I'm using obviously the chat and the web. That's great. Love it. We've been doing that for a minute, but we're giving them now a taste into some of this graph data to where they're going to say, wow, I can do so much here. I want the personal assistant. Right. And so it's kind of upselling itself.
In theory, yeah, as well as enhancing, what we would call the AI journey for a user, right? So think about it as chat is that fundamental behavior. We start to think about value that it can provide when you're grounded in your M365 graph data, and then now creating custom agents to really support your unique business functions. Every business is, unique in its own way. Every function of a business, does something different. And this is a great way to really customize, enhance, and provide immediate value.
No, I 100% agree. And I think that this functionality, like it makes a customer so sticky to a partner. Like now you're integral to their business, right? So now I'm going down the path like, how are we going to go to market as partners with this? Of course,
You
you got a
nailed it.
slide. Let's do it.
Yeah, came prepared. No, but you nailed it. It really does help increase stickiness, right? Imagine helping build this into a package, right, that you're offering to your customer. Here's some practical agents that you can utilize for a specific industry, right, or a specific role within your client's business. But really, there great opportunity, especially as we hit renewals, as we alluded to earlier in this call, to go to market, getting your customers AI ready. This helps bring up a security conversation as well as a M365 premium SKU conversation, right? Helping them get on the premium SKUs to then discuss, all right, let's go ahead and start with your AI journey. As alluded to, right, you can build package offers that can include M365 Copilot, really being your hero motion, business premium, M365 Copilot, right? But if there is still that reluctance, Copilot Chat is there, introducing your customers to here. Let's kind of walk through M365 Copilot Chat. Let's give you a taste of the good life, like I like to say, and really help drive that behavior. Um, Especially with the executing end user training at PAX 8, we have a ton of great resources to assist you with these client conversations. But as you start to become more comfortable utilizing it within your own business, feel free to add whatever flavor you need when it comes to executing end user training. And then lastly, delivering impact. As mentioned, right, you're going to see customers remain stickier. You're going to see them really find that value. And, at the end of the day, really help increase the efficiencies that Copilot is here to help unlock.
Do more with less. Shocking. We still
I
come
love
back
it.
to that good old saying with Microsoft. So, I mean, I can just see how, I mean, it feels like there's not a reason, there shouldn't be a blocker to get started, right? Like, at least there's that entryway that says, hey, you don't even have to put your dollars on the line. Let's get you prompting. Let's go ahead and get started, which I love. And I think it's a really clear message in the direction that technology is moving. So I alluded to it. We all use M365 Copilot. I talked about, how I personally use it from time to time and making my tables, my action items. But tell me one of your favorite ways to use Copilot, Mike.
Oh, where do I begin? I mean, I guess I'll just tell you what I did today. I had a proposal that I had drafted in a Word document, and from there, it was turned into a PowerPoint presentation. So I went ahead into PowerPoint, put in the prompt, help build a presentation based off of this document, reference the document, and literally within a minute, I had an outline of a presentation. Now, I'm not saying I don't love to build PowerPoints. However, this helps save a lot of time, really hammering in information that already existed within that Word document into a PowerPoint draft.
Is this what you sent me today?
Maybe.
I love it. I think that is awesome. Mike, I mean, these shows, I feel like we always like come to the end way too quickly. So, I mean, give me any like final thoughts and, just overall, because I think that we could go on with Copilot so like to the end of the world. There's always something with AI. I know it's always on our bingo card. So, if you're talking out to our partners, what would you have to say?
Yeah, I mean, the potential is limitless, right? But don't be nervous to get started, right? There is immediate value if your customers are already on premium SKUs. However, if they're already using other LLM models out there, Copilot Chat is just changing really what they're using and helping drive the right behavior. Uh, Dip your toes in, the water's warm, and there's immediate value to be had once you start using it.
I love it. Mike, I know we're going to have you back because AI is one of those things that is changing at the speed of light. I think we are all just strapping on, just making sure that we are keeping up with it. But I just want to say thank you for coming and just providing some clarity as we go through M365 Chat and Studio. It's been a super helpful session for me. I hope for partners as well. So I want to say thank you.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Appreciate it.
All right. We're going to see Mike again soon, but I've got another Copilot tip of the week for you coming from Willis.
Hey there! Ever wonder how to craft social media posts that really hit home with your audience? I'm Willis with today's Copilot tip of the week, which is all about creating social media post copy that connects. Let's dive in. First up, choose the social media platform that you're targeting. Then, ask Copilot to check out the tone and style of posts from your account. For my prompt, I put Copilot. Could you analyze the tone and style of the post from our LinkedIn account from these examples? For your information, the examples that I use for this prompt are directly from the Pax8 LinkedIn feed. And there we have it. Next, ask Copilot to come up with some post ideas for your topic, keeping the tone and style in mind. For our prompt, Copilot can suggest some post ideas for our upcoming webinar using our tone and style. There we are. All sorts of different ideas and options that we have. Awesome. Now, can you create some graphics for those ideas? And we give it a moment, and it says, I'll try that. And off it goes. This kickstarts your creative process and brings your ideas to life quickly. Now, let's draft your initial post with Copilot. Then we'll refine it to make it even better. Excellent. We have this awesome post from Copilot. Now, let's refine it. We're going to make it more engaging. That's what it's all about. That's it for this week's Copilot tip of the week. So get out there and start crafting posts that connect with your audience. See you next time.
That was an awesome tip. Thank you, Willis. And another big thank you to Mike. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about because it is ever changing, everything going on with Copilot and AI in general. So thank you for tuning in. I do want to say, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe because we've got a ton of stuff coming your way. I'm super excited. We are going to talk to UB, the CEO of RevScale. So that's going to be March 6th. Please make sure you tune in, but keep in mind, if you're not able to catch it live, you always have it on demand. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.